Hi guys, I'm Nagadir-chan and welcome to my review for Tokunana episode 7. So it starts kinda with elf guy Nijo polemizing about what the hell is going on because his brother is supposed to be dead, and he just met him and he was killing guys and it seems he's on the 9th, so of course he's surprised and he's kinda wondering if Tokunana knew about it and they didn't tell him, or if there is something like fall bad conspiracy happening, whatever. So Nietzsche seems kind of torn between this internal drama. He just don't know what's happening. He thought his brother is dead and now he's alive and bad guy, so of course he's in shock and confused, so no wonders about it. So he went to visit his brother's grave to polemize about stuff there. Meanwhile, all Tokunana has day off, and Seiji probably, I don't know, he probably doesn't have things to do, just decided to show up at workplace. And boss was like, well, we should be together, let's have a date. Seiji jokingly said that's sexual harassment. Yeah, they're kinda making fun of him a lot. So boss was like, okay, let's please accompany me. Just don't take this in the wrong way. Poor guy. So they went together and also visited a grave. Yeah, Nietzsche's brother's grave. I don't know, seems like boss is going there kinda often. So maybe he feels responsible because Nietzsche's brother was part of Tokunana also. And we got a lot of pretty nice flashbacks about how great policeman he has, how amazing relationship he had with Nijo, so you kind of understand that. It was very interesting, and I really like that because we only know him as this assistant guy, so we don't know how he was before. So they kind of flashed that he was a really great policeman, very aspiring one and such, and they really talk about it a lot in this episode, that how great he was, how amazing was, how amazing sense of justice he had, and these kind of things. He was just your ideal policeman. That's what boss was kind of talking about. Like Seiji was kind of interested in this guy a little bit, like what he was and such, and boss was talking about all this stuff. And then he was also talking about Seiji's powers, but kinda in very cryptic way. Seiji seems he don't understand what's happening at all. So I don't know, seems like boss knows, and that's kinda very fishy to me. Why boss knows but Seiji doesn't? That's weird, right? So he was talking to him about that soon he will need to make some decision, big decision, and in this kind of way. And I'm wondering what do you mean? Why he would need to make a decision? So I'm guessing Seiji is a dragon or some being with very strong magic. They even show us the flashes what happened to Seiji, how he was shot and how he survived all of these things and how he blocked the magic and blah blah blah, remember? All the stuff I pointed out and was weird and fishy. So he has some magical powers, but he don't know about them, and I guess they are very powerful. They are kind of trying to help Seiji to, I don't know, but Seiji seems like a nice guy, so I don't think if he would have some kind of powers, he would I don't know, suddenly become evil because of that. Doesn't seem so. So I don't know what's with this weird cryptic stuff. But maybe if he would realize he's dragon and that dragons are persecuted, he might change his mind. Maybe that's that kind of stuff. Then Ichinasa came, and they were again polemizing about this guy, that guy, Nietzsche's brother. Again, Seiji was interested in him, and they told him, yeah, he was this great guy. Ichinasa seems like he really liked Nietzsche's brother. They were, I guess, great partners. So he really feels sad that he is dead, but I don't think they know he is still alive. I don't know. everyone thinks he's dead, so whatever. Maybe Buzz knows he's alive. I'm not that much sure about stuff, but okay. So this was very interesting, and even Ichino and Buzz had like secret talk about Seiji's powers, like what they can do, and the only thing they can do is like watch over him, like it's some, I don't know, big crazy threat. So I think Seiji might be a dragon, and they wish that he would help them to defeat Warlock is name of boss of the nine, I think. He seems to be a dragon too, or some other powerful magical being or whatever. So maybe that's why they have him Tokunana. I don't know, like there must be something going on in behind, like in the background, for the boss to realize this. You know? It's just still very fishy to me. Like, what's happening? Why? How could they know that Seiji is this weird being? There like must be some connection apart from the fact that Nijo's brother saved him, you know, and inspired him to be a policeman, which is exactly what happened with Nijo, because he was also inspired by his brother to be involved in this kind of work job. So yeah, very interesting. Then there were flashes on other Tokunana members and how like what they are doing when they are having free time. Oh, Vampire Samurai's chick husband. She seems to have a very nice relationship with him. They are a very cute couple. Sniper has amazing daughter. I really love her. She's amazing, cool, cute. She's so cute and beautiful. And weirdly enough, his wife is elf. So I'm like, okay, that's an interesting combination, dwarf and elf. Even though dwarves in this world doesn't look much like dwarves, more like ogres or orcs or, I don't know, you know, not your typical dwarves. So I don't know about it, but it's, even in their world, it's a weird combination. At least the daughter said that, so okay. Seems like it. And their like whole relationship and dynamic was really cool. I wish there would be more of them, but this is like not the main focus. But cool, I'm glad that we know that. Tech Girl, of course, surprisingly playing games. Surprisingly. And also she had a call with Samurai Girl, chick. And they went to some restaurant for Vietnamese food. Funnily enough, other members kinda get there too, so I was like, oh, that's really cute, they kinda think alike, because all of them just went for Vietnamese food. So they kinda end up together again, even though they had day off, so it was really cute. Meanwhile, Nijo, elf guy, was kinda chilling in a bar with his info woman guy, whatever. So they were kind of chilling there, and this informator got him some really interesting information, and I don't really know how to feel about it. It feels extremely fishy, and I don't really like it, and I don't really know what's the informator idea. What's your point, person? What's your point? What do you want to do with my poor Nijo elf guy? Because he seems like he struggles a lot. Like in few last episodes, he's just confused and just don't know what to think. So don't mess with this guy, please. Enough. Like, I think the fact that he knows his brother is still alive and on side of bad guys is enough. Maybe he doesn't know that, but still, you know what I mean. So he gave him some information. And after Nijo reading that, he seems very upset and very angry. And it seems it's about Tokunana and something very bad happening in Tokunana. Some like information which can destroy Tokunana. So I don't know what she gave him, but it's very bad. And I don't like it because it seems like they're trying to make Nijo an evil villain or just turn the sides, and I don't want that to happen because I really like his character. I don't really like it. Stop, please. So then he went to Vietnamese place also. So like I said, all of them had food there. And it seemed like such a cheerful time, like too cheerful, you know what I mean. It was just such happy time and everyone was having fun and they looked happily and stuff like this. Even Nija came and it seems like he usually doesn't eat with them. All of them eat together often, but he doesn't came much. Like it doesn't happen often, so they were kind of surprised. This really seems like Calm Before a Storm episode, because it was very chilling. We got some information, some suspicion, some weird stuff still going on, and I don't know what's happening. So that was that. But then at the end we have shot on Luca, who is Nija's brother. By the way, I don't think they're blood related, or maybe they're half brothers or something like that, because Nija is definitely an elf, but Luca doesn't look like elf at all, if you know what I mean. Like, they definitely have different parents, at least one different parent, if you know what I mean. It was showing him right after, I guess, he saved Seiji. He was kind of like lying there, seemed injured or something. And Warlock showed up, the boss of 9, and he just started talking about weird stuff like, oh, we have a survivor here and I kinda wished more sacrifices would happen, but you kinda messed all things up and more people did die, so thank you gladly, you bastard. So Luca tried to kill him. I guess he's dragon? I don't know, he's very powerful. So Luca was kinda mad at him. He called him bastard and all the stuff. And Warlock was kind of like laughing at him and kind of messing with his mind. And he was like, I think he decided that he wants him on his team, so he'd start kind of talking shit, but Luca was still like, the hell are you talking about? And are you like crazy or whatever? And then he started talking like, well, people always talk like this, but the moment you kind of start talking about hurting people they care about, they totally change. And I think he showed them images, or just Luca imaged that Ichino-san, his brother, dead, and it was like switch, like by the switching switch, he just was completely devastated and he just begged Warlock not to hurt them or to do anything to them. So he kind of proved his point. Yeah, people do that usually. They are all mighty heighty, but the moment you threaten, like, they close people, they kind of change because they are willing to throw their life away, but not throw lives of people they care about, if you know what I mean. And Luca was such person, so yeah, he was kind of messing with his mind. And he also said that he is going to kind of like erase his personality, so I guess he brainwashed him or kind of erase his memories or something like that. That's why he is now part of his team, which is very fucked up. Wow, that's like... he's a good villain, I must say. Like, he enjoys this stuff, he just wants sacrifices and killing people, and he enjoys messing with people because he could, like, make sacrifices of people, hostages in the mall, but he decided that it would be the terrorists. Well, betrayal was real. There, very real. So I wonder what his goal is. Also, I forgot to mention that it's very soon for the trial to end. Trial about like what happened 9 years ago, about that terrorist attack of 9. And Tokunana thinks that like 9 or people who believes a 9 are going to do some like big thing again, like they do it in the mall, to like save or take Warlock out of jail. But I'm like, excuse me, but like, I think Warlock is just like running around happily doing stuff and messing with people, so... Because they showed Warlock in a jail, I'm like, well, he looks the same, but he doesn't have scars like this person we know, who is initiating all this stuff, so what the hell is happening? explain, why do we have two warlocks? Maybe the one is kinda like, I don't know, fake? Maybe? I hope everything will be explained because it seems very interesting to me. So this episode was very chill, but still a lot of cryptic things happens, and I still want to know more. Like, there is so many things I'm interested in, and characters, and like why we do have two warlocks. What's Nijo going to do? Please don't turn evil. Why Seiji is such a wild card? Like, what he is. Please explain. And like all their stuff together, like, yeah, I do really like this anime. I gave this episode 8 out of 10. It was really enjoyable and kind of wait for more, like I've said. Calm before the storm. Yep, so I think that's all. Goodbye and see you next time.